This video app review is brought to you by the iPhone appreview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhone appreview.com. We're slinging out yet another video review today, this time taking a look at an application that's very squarely in a genre that we prefer, something that we really enjoy on the iPhone, and that is artsy / sort of creative apps. These are apps that allow you to do something that's artistic or creative on the iPhone that you wouldn't normally be able to do in a regular setting. So in this sort of way, it it enhances the quality of your life in the sense that you have a chance to express yourself using a mobile device, which is cool to us. We really enjoy that, and we do moonlight as a graphic designer, so that sort of thing really tickles our pickles, so to speak. The application looks like this, and this is SymmetryScope, if I didn't mention that before. This is available for 99 cents in the App Store. And I'm going to let you listen to the music for just a second. And there it goes. It should come back. There we go. The app comes with a random assortment of synth-based music, which means that every time you boot up the app and give it a go, you get a new experience, which is pretty cool. We'll talk more about exactly what I'm doing right now in just a second. But as far as the music goes, that really adds to the atmosphere in terms of other customization. You've got a couple other options. For instance, you can change the background from your gallery. You can use one of the stock images, which I guess I'm going to go ahead and change now. And, aside from that, you've got a couple other things. You can do Noir Vision or Graphic Madness for the animations. You can turn on or off the sound. And you even have shake effects where you can randomize things. So I'm going to go ahead and save SymmetryScope. I guess it could be SymmetryScope too, I suppose. That's one way to pronounce this. But here is the app. The basic idea is that you're given a library of, I think, 160 different elements to play with. These elements all look like this. They have that sort of tribal / Tron-inspired look to them, which really we quite liked. We loved the neon look of this app. So you go in and you find something that you want to use. So for instance, I'm going to use this element right here. I'm going to drag it into place. And there it is. You can use a couple different touch controls to rotate and scale these. So for instance, if I'm making sort of some shoulders for my monster here, I can do that. And then everything is set into place. That is essentially how this works. You can go back and then edit any other element on the screen simply by tapping and dragging at any point in time. You can also scroll through this, so you could hypothetically create just massive works. Come back here, which is rather cool. My SymmetryScope has disappeared, which is rather strange. So I'm going to go back, actually. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. I'm actually going to restart the app because I saved some settings. And I think if I redo this, then the app should adjust. So let me just very quickly touch better and close out the app. There we go. And then boot it up again. This way you can get the nice loading screen too, so there's that. Alright, Symmetry Database. I have one running, which we're going to load. And there we go, there's the changed background, and I should have shake settings enabled too at this point. So that's basically the app. You can hit the undo button to undo elements that you've added, which is something that's rather cool. We enjoyed that quite a bit. In case you make a quote-unquote mistake on your creation, you can do that. You can also set the side. If you've noticed, it's only letting me put items on the right side, which is something that I've set in the settings. So I'm just going to add these elements and then show you the undo again. There you go, and that's how that works. If you undo, hold it, it will delete items, which is nice. So all in all, that is basically it. As you saw from the main menu there, I can go back at any point in time, add new symmetries, change the options if I would like. All of that stuff is right here. So all in all, very intuitive interface, very pleasant to look at. The app looks absolutely fantastic on the iPhone. The drag and drop mechanic of the symmetry creation itself is fantastic. We loved the tiny little customization options, such as the music and the music and then the backgrounds and stuff like that, as well as the animations. All of that adds up to a rather entertaining experience, not to mention the fact that with pinch to zoom and then pinch to rotate as well, the app is incredibly simple to use. So in a matter of mere minutes, you can create very complex symmetry-oriented items. To check some of these out, go ahead and check out some of the links that we've included in the written review below, because we'll link to the developer's site. That way you can see some of the more professional items that are produced there. But, with all of that in mind, just to wrap things up, SymmetryScope is an absolute bargain at the dollar that it costs in the App Store. So if you're into this sort of creation or art sort of app, $1 is not a lot to charge for this at all. In fact, it's rather a bargain in our eyes. The interface is fantastic, and you know, everything about this is very professionally designed, from the iOS stock tab navigational elements right down to the 160 very gorgeous neon studded elements that are included for your designing. So all in all, we are going to give SymmetryScope a 4 out of 5 star rating from us here at the iPhoneAppReview.com. We think it's a brilliant application, and if you're into this sort of thing, $1 is a very fair price to pay. And at this point, that's all we have to say about it, so I'm going to go ahead and sign out. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.